Excellent. So it's Saberlight Knights, 13 Bravo, with Kyle Vaz, Vince, Roland, and Ryan. So, and this one looks like it might be more exotic. So tune in, gentlemen. Get your focus ready. Let's go. Oh, Evan versus Roland. No, single sabers. But Jerry Barter's music.
Well, actually, I gotta fight both of you.
I'll fight. It's gonna be me and him next.
And I'll fight you right after. It's okay.
I'll try to wear him out for you a little bit.
Oh, yeah, good and wobbly saber.
So as far as forms go, this looks like Shicha versus Shicha.
Great. No, she takes one.
3-2. Right. Good job, Evan.
That's typical.
Loaded right on in there.
Evan.
3. Right.
Good job.
Your Schwartz is as big as mine.
A whole lot of Schwartz.
Waiting for the hold.
Yeah.
I like short swings. It's a fun game. Just don't flap around.
5-4. Right.
Yeah, like I played the Aladdin one, the Lion King one. That was like, but see, I don't like
That was good. 7-4. Right. I thought Evan actually got that one.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
7-5. Right.
You have aggressive roll.
7-6.
Yeah, now Evan ready to put on the pressure.
8-6. Right.
I got rolling on that. Moving around your opponent is key.
9-7.
Yeah.
Right.
Good job, Evan. He wasn't waiting for me.
Wait,
Max.
Roland missed your flesh when he.
I think he was going to argue that final point there.
Was.
He's like, I won. No, I didn't.
Fight!
Yeah. Zamora and Ryan.
1-0. Ready, fight!
I got your sword.
Ooh, I didn't spray with her that night. She could have killed him out of here.
Yep.
Break. Z on that.
Z,
Look at
go.
the pressure she just had there. It was
Fight!
non-stop.
Break. Z on it. Just hit. 2-1. Ready. Fight! Gotta get. Break. Ryan, 2
Yep.
up. Ready.
Knew that was coming.
Break. Ryan, 3, 2.
That's Ryan.
Break. Ryan, 4.
Nice.
Fight!
Yep.
Break. Z. 4-3. Fight! Break.
Oh, just a little tap on the head.
But
Ready,
seriously, that's so
fight.
good.
Mhm.
So close.
Break.
See, I got.
You guys have a call?
I had her.
I have Brian just
No call,
before.
no call. Ready, 5-3, and fight!
Just means you're both good.
Yeah. Because we love you both.
Break!
Damn.
I
That
had
was
Z
her
just
knee.
hit on the leg. 5-4, ready, fight!
Yeah. That
Break!
was Brian on that.
Vince likes to validate everyone.
And fight! Break!
Ah!
That
Ooh.
was.
6-5, ready, fight!
What's that?
Break!
Yep.
7-5, ready, fight!
Ryan just has this interesting angles. He always comes in.
Hey!
It's always different.
8-5 over top. And fight!
Yeah, it's difficult to defend against.
Or fight.
Hooray! I had Z just ahead.
I never hit her.
There you go
Way
then.
ahead. So that makes it 8-6.
Yes.
8-6. Fight!
Blade. Blade.
Good call, thank you.
Lights up.
Have to have our nerd
And fight. 8-6. Hooray! 9-6. Ready. Fight! Hooray! Match. Good game. Good game.
Yeah, you got that.
I like that one.
That's a very good match.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a good one.
Oh.
Ready?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Somebody
Sprague is a monster.
Doesn't really look like a Saber's on.
All right, good on. 1-0. Everybody's ready? Fight.
Oh, that was
Good
nice.
job.
It is reach.
2-0. Ready?
Ridiculous.
Fight.
He about knocked me out of our last tournament in the first round.
Nipple!
I've seen
All right, specific. All right. 3-0.
Exactly. Cover your nipple.
people have been doing so like pretend they're hung out to the camera.
3,
So, like,
1.
people, like, will-
Everybody's ready?
I feel like
and it's like they'll have like something in their hand and it's like a
Greg, you really
That makes it look like the
two hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Not using his two-handed to save it. Okay.
Simul.
He's moved to a lot more one-handed
Everybody's ready?
fighting. Like
Fight.
he used to be a flat-out lumberjack, but he'd knock you off the court with one swing.
Right. Yeah, it was an axe. He was using the saber as an axe.
He's got much more finesse.
4-2. Everybody's ready?
Yeah,
Fight.
I was gonna wait for that moment. I'm like, no, he's definitely a lot more.
5-2. Everybody's
control.
ready? Fight.
He could just overpower everyone.
Yes, he totally could.
Not enough. I didn't see you connect. Okay, continue.
Well, I do remember very specifically because we had been sparring for a little bit, and
5-3.
he was mixing it up with me, and he's like, you know what? And he started doing this. We started dancing around each other's blades one night, and it was like we just kept missing, kept missing.
I don't think it matters.
It's 5-4.
And so the spray goes, ooh, I really like the fact that I can actually manipulate my blade, make it
6.
just with one hand, as opposed to just having to always force angles, bang, bang, bang.
7.
He started to really move with a little bit more delicacy and finesse, and that's really what you're seeing here, is that sort of growth. He'll still do that, especially when he's tired. He'll start chopping down
He
trees.
got him right before he's coming down.
He's also
So 7.
can be very deadly.
5.
With some pinpoint accuracy, especially when you're in the first couple points. That's it, bang.
Look at so much in the first round of that tournament. Completely different spray.
Well, you don't know what to expect at that point, because
8-5.
you're almost waiting for those huge lunges and those giant strikes, and
Yeah.
comes in with a little blade manipulation and gets it.
Well, Cookie's
Yeah.
looking, you're making me hungry. I was looking at him.
I'm gonna call Simon on that one. Because I think you got his help right as he come down. Alright, that was him. That was him.
Oh, awesome.
Anthony versus Z.
Yeah, AJ.
So guys, after this fight, I'm gonna have to cut this one because we're running out of meeting time.
Nothing against Mando. It's just, I'm not made of money, and if I can save a few bucks, I will.
I agree with you.
But again, AJ's reach. He just
Look at that, he's pushing right out of the way.
Well, that's what he's relying on. He's just keeping his saber forward and just waiting.
Yeah, and he also has a really solid grip and foundation. Never beat the saber out of the way to get in.
Like,
Right, but Z does not have a weak grip. He can push that blade away. Like,
Wow. Yeah, strong.
this was the night when he really came into his own.
2, 1, fight.
Hold on.
Good.
Yeah.
The theme song should be Strawberry Fields forever.
I know.
Oh, nice.
That was nice.
Twos, fight.
Good, AJ.
I've never seen D ever get sniped with like that.
Thought she got a hand on the initial attack.
It was
Yeah,
his
looked like she
first,
got
first was Blade. His hit her. That's why it's 3-2. Fight.
Rarely is she stuffed like that.
See, that was her hill. Threes. Fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the hill.
Yep.
Count. Fight. Yeah.
You're strong.
4, 3, leverage. Fight.
And length, thank you.
And reach. 5, 3. Fight.
I think her only offense at this point is just to go for the hilt. She's not getting anywhere near him.
Oh,
I don't know how it video game, but it worked. Yeah.
Fight.
Dialed in right now.
6-3 fight.
I think it was Sega Genesis, something to do with Shinobi. There was just this
Yeah.
big dude that would walk like this.
I heard help.
That was hilt.
Hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
7, 3, fight.
I can't breathe.
Wear him out, Z.
Oh. See, he got to you before you got in.
I didn't feel him.
You hit her across the arm.
I did.
When she was coming in, you hit her here, and then she came across and hit you on top. 8, 3, fight.
Damn, I fell.
8, 4,
Not that one.
Honor call.
8, 4, fight. Video games don't work.
Oh, on the arm.
8, 5, fight.
Praise the sun.
9, 5, fight. That was a good time, though.
That's a tough opponent to beat, man.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
So I do have a question. What are you guys' thoughts on fighting with sound?
Fighting with sound, I prefer not to have sound.
Yeah, I have a stunt saber, so I don't generally fight with sound. I love them. I think that they're awesome. I think that sound is such an integral part for lightsaber fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, fighting, these types of matches, it just doesn't, it's not something that I'm spending necessarily money on when I want to beat it up, because it's just more things that can go wrong.
Well, yes.
Versus if I'm doing a demonstration, we're going to Comic-Con and all the rest of this, I want that thing to just make all kinds of fuzzy noises and all the rest of this.
Yeah.
Great. So this is going to be Jerry versus Michael Sprague. And I just got to say, so Kyle, how are you enjoying seeing some of these, especially since most of these people are people that you've not seen fight before?
No. Most of these people are people that I've interacted with, and everyone's super. I mean, that's one thing that I do love about Saber Light Nights is everyone's been super gracious, super friendly, and it's amazing to see the fights and to put the faces, or I should say the outfits to the people.
Right.
But yeah, you guys definitely train a lot. I see a lot of focus on Shicho, a lot of focus on Makashi, which is great. But the one thing that I really do love is your footwork. You guys definitely have some really great footwork, which I always appreciate to see in fights, because that's the one thing that can lock you up, and
Yeah.
So
I think that's part of the Roland crash course. Your first day you ever show up, the first thing he does is tell you, move your feet, and then he hands you a saber.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, if you don't move your feet, we're going to hit you in your feet. So
I like hitting people with feet.
yeah.
All right.
This, Ryan does like the ankle shots, just so you know.
Not ankle. I like shin shots.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's kick it off.
Yeah, let's go.
Jerry versus Michael Sprague.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Brought out the long
These are
one.
beasts.
Okay.
See.
Mike?
That's what I said before.
So if you ever see two kaiju fighting with lightsabers, this is kind of that.
The music it goes along with it too.
Here's the thing.
I'd like to see
I've heard so many
James fight Mike. That'd be
good and bad about it. Right. That's nearly identical with the things I've heard.
Ah, that was you.
Because, yeah.
You see, there's that pinpoint stuff.
So many.
I was going to say, just for such a
Sprague.
big guy.
There's his powers, man.
Yeah. But. Right. Yeah, no, but I don't. Right, you need, and you need that. Which is
It's interesting seeing Jerry's whole fight stance just completely alter from what we've seen him in on the previous fights. Moving around a lot, and it's, you know, he knows his opponents. He studied.
Right.
Okay.
What I heard was that where Snyder was really good.
Sprague will bring it out in you. If you have a specific way, Sprague will move you, and you'll have to do something completely different now.
Just happened.
Felt that one.
Yeah.
For the
I
glory.
don't like to think
So
about
had they both been, had they
Square on the thumbnail.
conversation with his storytelling, that would have been a much better thing. Oh, yeah. So, I want to go ahead and pick up
All the power swings and the lightest step.
But he had his own.
We love our boops.
Probably with the cyborg. Oh, yeah.
Interesting step there from Jerry.
Yeah, it was.
That was him.
I think Jerry's got
His
tired
palm
at
was
this point
loose.
of the night.
Yeah, it really could. Oh, yeah. He's really good. Out there. Good job.
Good shit.
Every time.
Well done. Good job.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Vince, you ready to play?
It's like a Goliath versus bigger
And it's not even
Goliath.
our fight.
Yeah.
this might be a dual wielder.
I think it might be. Yep.
Nothing was done. At least I didn't think anything was done.
Jump the gun. Can I get a second rep? I think I'm blowing.
That's what I'm saying. Always get second reps.
We get a second.
Especially dual wield.
Okay.
Good.
Especially when we're.
Good job.
That was good.
No, I've never done a class. Right.
So, 1-1.
2-1.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2-1.
Yeah.
We're utilizing techniques that were used to
2-2.
Yep.
a lot. Some of those techniques
Ballerina.
require
2-2.
them to be
2-2.
broad. Like, especially European, especially longsword, rapier. But if you're going with the rule that, if the blade,
3-3.
That's the one thing about dual wielding is it opens up your chest a lot.
That's when I work.
Drop my feet.
That's my turn.
5. Fight.
Yeah,
And one thing you'll see with Roland and Brian is they're both very good at
Did you see something
It's
else?
1-2 or
I
a
saw Roland
open
on
the
that.
door and then come and follow through. It's very rare that you see them like not using
All day
second
long.
saber. It's always like a 1-2, 1-2, one way to the next.
Like if you strike something,
So that's one thing I struggle with.
how severe was the
Dual
wound?
wielding is I'm always only thing with my right hand instead of my left.
Simul.
Yeah, you have to hit with commitment. Here it's so that's where
Please. Fight.
I appreciate it.
at this point.
That was Ryan.
I thought Roland made contact with that first hit. His right hand coming down on his left.
5, 7.
You're allowed to disagree with me, Vince.
8. 5.
Is that a baseball bat, Rat?
Fight.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
6, 8.
Oh, yeah, take it easy.
See ya.
How's it going, AJ? Good fight.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Who's fighting with you?
Yeah.
Fight, fight, fight.
I'll definitely be back.
Ow! Ow!
Nice. Good blade manipulation.
Fight.
Hmm.
7, 9.
You were talking about footwork earlier. Dual wield will bring out your footwork.
It has to.
Well, good honor.
8.
Otherwise, you'll just fall on your ass.
Fight.
Ah,
Like,
like
calm down. I got that hit, y'all.
I haven't seen this before. I swear.
Oh, isn't that Mike's?
I thought that was Aziz.
No, the speaker.
Oh, I thought it was Darius.
Yeah, that's Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Aziz, you want to do the doubles?
Oh, I've never done doubles before, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I weep for your forearms.
Thanks.
Oh,
Where's
we
my
don't see
helmet?
the noise.
That's it on this one, y'all.
Ah. Yeah,
I like
that's
the ending. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. The good flourish. So what should we improve on, Kai?
Ooh, for me, I always take it back to basics, Shicho, but I would love to see more Surisu and Shien, because I feel like if you have a good Surisu master, you can pretty much defend just about anything, and that's where a lot of the competitions and the fights that I'm seeing here, that's what it comes down to. Is you could be the greatest fighter, but if you have someone that you just can't defend against, if they have, you know, a stronger strike, if they have a better form, a better stance, falling back on Surisu can kind of almost save your life a lot of times in a fight, and it's saved mine quite a few times. So that's what I would love to see. I think you guys have mastered Makashi. You guys, there's a little bit of Ataru sometimes, and it's fun to watch. And but
yeah, see, this is where now a lot of these fighters that you're seeing, because I'm in sort of in a nice unique position where I've seen a lot of these guys. I've been in long enough with this group to see them grow.
Mhm.
And so Ryan and I both, and my brother, we've seen how these guys develop. And so now they're actually beginning to really bring out a lot. Their character in how they fight, their movements, you'll see, oh, that's classic Vince, especially the way he's doing this and this and this. Oh, look at how that is just exactly who Z is. And so you're seeing a lot more of, they're beginning to just feel more comfortable with their fighting. They got their fighting legs under them, you know? And so it's like, okay, now we're having fun more than, am I worried about, is my technique absolutely correct? You know, cutting in at the right angle and the precision, that now is almost secondary nature because you already know that you have your footwork, you know you have your blade angles and all the rest of this. Now it's, are we having fun? Are we smiling and we're, and the give and take? And that's what I see with especially Vince, not to blow up his head, but really and truly, Vince has grown so much. Ryan will tell you, Ryan is so stinking good that he has such great accuracy, and his distancing is just spot on. And so like AJ with that reach and everything else, he's got such a strong, huge foundation. He almost rarely overreaches, which is really strange. Normally, if you have that range, you just see them going out for it. Jerry's so good with, staying low and pressing forward like that. So it's really fun for me to watch these and watch the interpretation of their character and who they are coming out in their fight.
Yeah, I think over time they'll start to see a greater benefit as long as you are fighting an opponent that has an advantage or is just a little bit better than you, because that's when you'll see, oh, I might need work here, I might need work there, and you guys definitely seem to be having a lot of fun out there, which is what this is all about. At the end of the day,
yes.
You can whack a saber in someone's hand and it can probably go numb for a few minutes, but as long as you're having fun doing it, that's what counts.
Yeah. And the fact that really and truly we really do enjoy, we're willing to try different, because I know that Ryan's so much better than me in so many of these specific areas. I'm willing to try and experiment and do something completely different than what would be normally for me, linear fighter. Me go this way,
Right. And you never know what might happen. I mean, when I started fighting, I was Gemso all the way. I mean, I have broad shoulders and I have, strong arms. So I would just try and just bash and bash and bash and a lot of big sweeping slashes. And then I fell in love with the Sarisu form, honestly. And after that, it was just waiting for your opponent to kind of like tire himself out, and then you just come in for a little strike as soon as you see an opening.
Definitely.
And it's just a different strategy, and that's what it really is about. As long as you're not staying, what should be the right word? As long as you're not staying placent, I guess is the right word. Stagnant. Thank you. Yeah. And as long as you're willing to learn, willing to try something new, and I saw this move, I wanted to try that out. I wanted to see how this flourish goes, and just battling against an opponent that might have showed you up one time, so now you're going to show them up again, or see how this technique works. That's what it's all about, and just that steady growth.
Good. So Vince, as sort of the newish guy to all of this, what are you finding that you're enjoying more?
It's honestly people that I'm fighting with. You can go and have two random people with lightsabers swing at each other, and you might score more points, or you get a disarm or something. But it at the end of the day, it's honestly the guys that I fight against that I really enjoy. That just keeps me coming out there over and over again. Because I drive an hour and a half every weekend to come fight these guys, and I don't regret it any time, because I always know that I'm gonna have a blast. Because you've got people like Roland, who's just there with so much energy and charisma that is just like so excited to see you do well. Like, you could beat Roland 10-0, and he will be clapping and excited for you for how well you fought, and he will be behind you at any point. That right there is just really helpful for me, because he's definitely seen nights that I've gone, I've had a bad night, and everybody has a bad night, and I get frustrated, and then the first thing I see Roland do is he's just like, hey, look at me, breathe, smile, you're okay. It's just like, it helps you get grounded and just
breathe, smile, and then hit him. Breathe, smile, and hit him.
Sorry.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it. Just it's just really fun just seeing everybody out there having a good time. And everyone's just learning, and that's the other fun thing, because everyone has their own little styles, but then we're picking and choosing from everybody else's styles, and it's just a really well-rounded group, and I really, really enjoy it. And I just wish I could get out to some of the classes, but again, driving an hour and a half twice a week.
That will be coming soon. So I was chatting with Courtney, and we've got a plan going forward. So I think you will actually make some classes and have sparring in the class. We're just going to do a longer class.
Yeah.
Talk much more about it than that, but that is incoming. But what you're saying about stealing other people's styles, I had a great moment of that at the last one on 18 when Clayton, it was a Sith battle, right? It was Clayton versus Chris. And Clayton literally took my spin, come in and hit again. And Chris had been out for a while. He hadn't been here for months. He had no idea. And Clayton just clapped, took his freaking arm off. It was wonderful. I was just like, yeah, I know where that came from.
Yep. I will say, again, with this group, and hopefully any other group that whoever's watching might find, is just find a group that's supportive and just not too competitive. Like, I never felt like, I was being judged for how good or poorly I was fighting any given night. Everyone was very supportive, and just finding that kind of group is the most important part, honestly, because if you're not enjoying yourself, what's the point? I mean, you're not going to make a career out of fighting, with glow sticks just yet. But just finding that group and finding your own flow and style with it is what I think is the most appealing thing for me.
Right. Great. Good. Well, thank you guys seriously for joining us, and we really appreciate it. For all those of you watching, please go take a look at Kai Sabers. Mr. Kyle Vaz himself is here with us tonight, and we really appreciate that. Come take a look at Saber Light Nights. That's Saber Light Night with a K in the middle, because we're weird that way. And just watch us on all the socials, look for us on the YouTubes, and come out and have fun with a bunch of nerds. Thank you guys. Good night.
Good night, y'all.